Alright, it's time for Vengeance versus Scotland. And we got board D, which I have not played versus them on yet. Might be kind of scary here. Is our first explore wetlands? No. Okay. Let's find out where our draft takes us. So we need answers to wetlands, because right now if we draw it, we are dead to the bill next turn. So I feel highly encouraged to play Fetid this turn. Scour is kind of whatever. Vale can cover our 5. We could put a Wilds in 3 with Rackroot, which is good, but there's a 1 in 3 chance we'd explore wetlands before we get a chance to get the Wilds in there, which would make the card pretty bad. Go into 6, fire yet, play Fetid to cover the wetlands draw. So we're going to go with Vale. It's got more utility later, plus it's got Animal, which I'll get into in a minute. The Explorer is Mountains. We are okay with that. So this is a little awkward too, because we can't Fetid the wetlands because there need to be invaders there. And we can't tag 8 with this because we don't have range. So we're going to add our disease into 2 for a couple of reasons. 1 is Plague Bearers can cover our wetlands draw. And 2, I think we actually let this Ravage through, so epidemics can start killing cities there and take some pressure off the loss condition. I've played a few games of Vengeance versus Scotland now, and normally I would strike low too. You know, because it is 2 blight, one of which goes to the ocean, which means nothing to us. But board D with the potential wetlands explorers makes things a little different here, I think. We'll grow into 2, take the hit, Plague Bearers a disease into one of the wetlands. Then we might be able to epidemics the cities before wetlands shows up. Which growth do we want? Oh yeah, and that's also why we went with an animal card. Getting rid of coastal cities is pretty important, I think. And epidemics helps us handle those. We are going to go for a draft, and we're going to rip Call to Isolation. What? Come on. Alright, we found Lure, which could take a town off 3 for us if Sands don't explore first. We're also offered 2 extremely good animal cards. Huh. We are risking a Mountains back-to-back, and Vale not being good enough for 5, which leads me to wanting to take Nature's Res, which is also fantastic when paired with this. We're taking 2 blight this turn, so saving more is good. Doesn't help us with our wetlands problem, but we're playing Plague Bearers. Could play Vale right now to solve 5 and our back-to-back issue, but I think it's worth it to hang on to our animal cards for epidemics over the next 2 turns. And if we draw wetlands this turn, we can use a disease in 3, and we can crack back with Dahan in 1. We could also play nothing and use our G3 to add disease if we draw wetlands, but that's really bad. That slows us down, turns off epidemics, lots of problems. So I think this is the play. Or are we supposed to take Lure? It's really hard for me to justify not taking an S-tier minor and taking a card that has a chance to do nothing. Like, if we explore Sands next and we take Lure, it's dead for us. Like, we don't want to drag a town off 8 into 1. We could send an Explorer off of 4 into 3, but I'd rather kill a city with 2 animal cards. Our first event is... we explore a town, not great. We get a beast, and that's it. Definitely going to add our beast to the coast. Yeah. Take our 2 blight, get our disease. We explore Sands. Okay, that's all right. Do not want to put a town into wetlands, so I guess we're going to 4. And we will explore town here as well, as we do not want to mess up our potential defend 6 in 7. Now we will Plague Bearers, the only land we can. And we're actually going to split like this. The Beast can eat the Explorer, and with a build prevented, we can clear out 1 with our defend. So we'll let 8 go and save res for this. Or we G2 this turn. We can top bottom, play Vale res, save our mountains, and reclaim and res 7. Or we do something really wacky and go top. Maybe go for a major with a G3 next turn. Grow here for the disease off the Ravage next turn. Although I guess we should probably make a Sacred Site for res and just defend 8. Yeah, and then we can reclaim, grab a major that way, and now we have res for 7. Although this does not give us epidemics, which was kind of the whole point of everything. Okay, I think we should let 8 go then. I guess we could play Strike Low just for the fire element over resilience. That does give us our innate and kills the city. Alright, okay. We're just going to do top-bottom here, in the interest of hitting epidemics and getting the 3 plays faster. We will play Veil and Strike Low this turn. We'll be skipping no Ravage, I know. Then we might G2 to 3 plays next turn and just play Resilience on 7. Or depending on Explore and what happens here, we might G3. We got options. We're playing around Harvest Bounty, Harvest Dust. That's what we're doing here. Man, if we draw that card, can you imagine? Darn. Fortification, that's pretty brutal. We get Beast Damage, which kills Explorer. And we get to add it to Han. Let's add to 7, since we're going to defend that. Choose a land to isolate. Seeing as we've been playing around Wetlands Draw all game, I think I like picking this. Remove Explorer from inland. Sure. Or I guess we're clearing that out next turn, so let's pick 8 instead. We're going Blighted, that's fine. Unnatural Proliferation. That's both good and bad. This will let us G3 to 3 plays next turn, which is nice. Extra cities, though, is not fantastic. Send our extra to Han to the coast for sure. Cities. Yeah. I think with 3 isolated, we can put these to 2. We're not like super threatened by Wetlands Draw, and this gives Epidemics something to kill every turn. Come on, show me Wetlands. Oh, yeah. Raw skill, baby. Okay, Fortification. I don't want to build up our Blighted Mountains, I don't think. So much for clearing out 2, I guess. We are relatively stable now, but not for long. We're going to Blight in 4, and then any Coastal Ravage kills us. We're probably going to have to grow into 3 so we can Nature's Res it next turn if we have to. See what we get. Call to Bloodshed means we could let the city in 1 build, then kill it. It's also got Animal, so this card is killing 2 cities, which works out to like 5 fear. Yeah, and keeping the disease in 1 lets us strike low 1, and then we can Nature's Res 3, which keeps us alive next turn. Card's like actually insane here. Could be exploring Wetlands, which would make things interesting. Increasing Aggression. We have no fear cards. We're okay. We get a free disease, yes please. And we do not get our Blight Heal. This city build is fine. We're going to kill it. Yikes. We are dead. I remind you our next draw is coasts. So this is what? 2, 5, 8 lethal ravages over the next 3 turns? We need an S tier major now or we are dead. Okay, so no S tiers, but this actually does play. It might actually be the Stone Cold Nuts. Wow, okay. We don't need Fetid. There's no chance we play that again. So we can do something like this, which will leave these untouched, but we'll have a bunch of fear cards. So our 1 clears out, and this gives us 4 fear cards. I'm not super confident about 4 cards solving 3. So instead, we could substitute Res for Veil. We can defend 1, which has a chance to clear it out. Then we could send the 3 damage from Vengeance of the Dead over here. Seems a lot better to me. Beast token and a bunch of fear cards versus the town. That has to solve. We could just get 2 damage and kill the cities too. Probably isn't worth it, because if we kill the towns, then Beast deal a damage is another solve for 3. Or is there something else I'm not seeing that we could do? We're 100% playing this. So we're going to deal 7 damage here. Also, if we get Grim Toll, that's also a solve for 3. Gonna defend 1. And then we need the water element for Epidemics Tier 2, so yeah. Hopefully all our Dahan in 1 survive. That would be incredible. But yeah, this looks like a pretty good turn to me. So we're killing 3 buildings, so Vengeance of the Dead will trigger and deal 3 adjacent damage. We still hit Terror level 2, still get 4 fear cards. Okay, good things are going to happen. Here we go. Now we draw Harvest Bounty. Okay. What do we do here? Let's see here. So we're not healthy, which would have been cool. We have to push a town from a land with 2 or more buildings. That is fine. Let's push from 6 then, might help out the Ravage. Oh, to a land without buildings. Which means nothing moves, because everything's got a building. And these are about to die anyway, so this doesn't really matter. I lied, we get a free town kill. Obviously very good. Okay, so it's not possible for this to not solve, right? That ain't it. Okay, so not much of a choice. There we go, no problem. We play on. Panicked by Wild Beasts. I got this in my Shroud game too when coasts were coming up. So these towns are dying, and then we can Plague Bearers the 2 new towns out of here. And then nothing is happening in either 2 or 3. So what was 8 lethal ravages is now 0. That's pretty good. And we get to strife something here too. So what do we want to do? If we were to strife a city here, like we wouldn't even have to play strike low necessarily. We can kill a city here fast, strife the other one, and then yeah, our coasts are completely clear. We could reclaim for Plague Bearers, so we could kill both cities here. Well, let's just strife one of them. Ooh, minus health, hang on. We should tag this one then, right? It's unlikely, but if we get another strife card, we get to trigger Vengeance of the Dead again. Or, hang on, let me think. I get them mixed up, but there's a fear card that's add a strife, strife's pieces take a damage. That'd be pretty good here. Yes, that was the card I was looking for, yes. So, this is ridiculous. So this dies now and we get a free city kill. And people try and tell me this is a bad Vengeance card. Like, get out of here. I mean, sure, our fear cards were insane, but like, Vengeance of the Dead gave us the fear cards. So this game is basically over now, but we might want to kill the other city. This completely empties our coast, which is obviously pretty good, but our innate kills us too, so... Which is better? We could also strife the city in 6 and Savage Revenge it. 2 is our kill zone, we can get rid of stuff whenever, basically. We've also still got Strike Low for next turn. We can G2 top, that solves any energy problems we have. Yeah, this is... one is taken care of. I think we just get rid of the city now. I can't imagine us ever losing from here, but if we did, it'd be from a coastal ravage, probably. So we're just going to keep them empty, I guess. And we get a 5th fear card. Skip a ravage. No thank you. None of our coasts spilled, and only 1 explores. Which we immediately have an answer for. Okay, so we want to kill this city here, because if we do, no builds. We can do that a couple ways. Either we use Fiery Vengeance plus tier 1 innate, or we reclaim for Plague Bearers with the water element. We could skip this Ravage if we were to add disease with our G3, but don't think that's necessary. Our Dahan cards could set up some slow damage. So we could grow top, but I think I like reclaiming here, actually. That would let us kill this city fast, which keeps our coasts clear. And we could set up a Dahan counterattack in 6 with Resilience plus Veil. This would be 8 damage on 6 defend, which Fiery can help out with. Cool. Or, never mind, because we're playing 1, 2, 3. So, City dies. But we're going to have 2 fear cards, so I think I'm still okay with this. Wow, okay. Well, Quicken 100% solves 6, so sure. Oh, right. We reclaimed. I'm not putting presents down. We probably still take the same card. Yeah, we'll just blow up 4 with it next turn then. Seems good. Yeah, we are not asking for much here. Life's balance tilts. That's not great. Kind of messes with this either way. We also must take bottom here because there's a very small chance top could kill us. We dodged this, no problem. We have 4 animal in play, so that's nice. With Vengeance, I take top on this card probably 95% of the time. But we're taking bottom today. Additional health in 6 will still kill the city there, so that's fine. We'll add the beast there too. Fear cards might help it, and we can easily lose one of these extra disease. And we win the flip. We get to remove a blight. I doubt it's going to matter, but let's heal 8, just because it's hardest for us to reach at the moment. And this solves 6, so excellent. We are likely all done here, depending on how far away Terror Level 3 is. We are... Whoops, didn't mean to click through that. 8 away. Should be quite doable, especially with our major. Let's add to 2. We can just Plague Bearers it out of there. Seven fast fear, no problem. And should be able to do it with what's just in our hand. We've got nothing ravaging and can stop the only city being built. We are comically ahead here. So yeah, I think we just need to do this. Oops, sorry. Yeah, we just killed these 4 towns. That's 4 fear. Done. Yeah, that's game. Even with like the rigged Explorer order over here, like we completely managed to turn this game around. It was wetlands into jungle / wetlands into coasts, and all of them were lethal ravages. The Isolate Fear card was a big deal too. But yeah, I reiterate, Vengeance of the Dead, good card for the Spirit. And our events were like mostly not friendly too, like extra town here, fortification plus our blight card put 1,000,000 buildings on the board. Increasing aggression would have murdered us if we had to defend 5 instead of our defend 6. And we were blighted during this, so it was a dud, but we did get the free town kill. And then, yeah. And, nope. This fear card, where is it? Was bananas, stopped 2 explorers, 2 builds. Pretty great drafts. Nature's Res, Veil, Vengeance of the Dead. Yeah, and even Cult of Bloodshed did its part. Yeah, but like, this card, in tandem with Vengeance's kit, turned a very bad position into a dominating position. Drafting it won us the game, which is why it gets MVP. Yeah, thanks for watching.